Rick Mansfield here. This is my new Jeep Wrangler JL Unlimited. This is the first new vehicle I've ever had, and as many of you know, I'm 107 years old. That's Lucy May. She wanted to make sure that you saw her in this video too. She's asking to go for a ride. Hey sweetie, we're not going to go for a ride just yet. But what I do want to do is show you the Apple CarPlay that now comes with most of the Jeep Wranglers from 2018 on. So let's get in here a moment. If you remember Jeeps as being something that are just kind of clunky and rough rides and all of that really kind of changed with 2018. They made a lot of refinements, such as push button start, and so that started up there, and you see that little Jeep drive across there. Hold on a second, I'll turn down that volume. All right, so Jeeps come with the Uconnect infotainment center. I'm trying to get where I'm not in the reflection of this, but they also come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And so I'm going to put I'm going to connect my phone. This is my phone down here. I'm recording this with Kathy's phone. And, I had never had a vehicle with CarPlay in it before. And I know CarPlay is not a new thing. But if you're like me and you always had older vehicles, you've never experienced this. And I had rental cars a couple of times. I'll pull that right out. It's hard to do this with only one hand. I'd had rental cars before that had CarPlay, and I never could get them to work. What I didn't realize was that you needed a cable, that you needed a USB cable. The Jeeps come with both USB-C and the original USB-A, and I can't find a 6-inch cord that's USB-C, or I'd be using that. But anyway, let's come back up here, and to use CarPlay, you just come here and you press that button, and so you're in CarPlay. All right, now, let me show you what this looks like. If I tap on the button that's right here, I get all of the apps. What happens is the Jeep basically looks at my phone and says, okay, what apps are available for CarPlay? And it immediately pulls that onto here. Up here, you've got the three most recent apps that have been used. And so here I've got podcasts, I've got text messages, and I've got Waze. My previous vehicle was a 2001 Toyota Tundra, and of course I had like the mount up here for my phone. But the problem with doing a mount for your phone, it's a distraction, because even if I was using the do not disturb while driving, sometimes I would turn it off and I'd see emails come through and I'd see texts come through. Everything can be controlled right here, and you're not going to get any emails. You don't need to be reading emails while you're driving. When a text message comes through, it'll have a little banner across the top saying who it's for. Now you can tap on that because this is a touch screen, but you really don't even have to do that, because you can just tell Siri to read your last message for you. Now I'm sitting here, I'm not actually driving, so I'm going to go in here. Oh look, Kathy sent us a message, so make sure the volume's up. And Siri reads this to you, so you can tell her to read your last message, and she'll do that. So we're going to do that with the text Kathy sent.
Kathy Mansfield sent you a new message. I'm so glad you all are bringing back the podcast. Theotek is awesome. Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
Thank you, sweetheart. Period. I love you! Exclamation mark.
Your message says thank you, sweetheart. I love you. Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay. It's sent.
You can also do things, like you can get directions on here, of course. You can say things like, hey Siri, take me to Starbucks.
Getting directions to Starbucks.
And there it is. We're actually just right around the corner from Starbucks. But then I could go with that. Of course, you also there are other map options here. You've got, in addition to that, you've got Google Maps and Waze that you can access. In these, you can, once you're in the app, you can hit the little speaker icon over here, and you can tell it to take you anywhere. So I could say, take me to Starbucks.
Okay, Starbucks, 1200 Cooktown Road, Ruston. Is that right?
Yes.
You're all set.
And so now Waze will take me to Starbucks, which is just right around the corner. And I'm gonna hit stop up here because I don't need all these maps talking to me later when I quit this. But again, it's got all these things, and most of it you really don't even have to take your eyes off the road, because even over here on the steering wheel, of course, you've got this button that I can press and hold, and that will allow me to talk with Siri, and of course I can answer the phone here. But I can also tell Siri to call the phone. And of course I can say I can have Siri play music without having to, again, take my eyes off of the road. So I can say, "Hey Siri, play me some music."
Okay, let's get going with something by the 5 stair steps.
And if I want to see what that music is, of course, I can come here to the music app. And there it is. So you get the idea. So anyway, I think CarPlay is pretty cool. I know that it's not the newest thing in tech, but it's new to me, and it's definitely much safer because I'm not going to be distracted as much. I can just talk while keeping my eyes on the road, and I think that's pretty great.